Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Friend Request. It's me, your host, Chloe Maddren. How is everybody doing? I've been fine. I really seriously don't know if you want short intros, long intros. Someone last week I feel like was just making fun and said the intros are too short. And I'm like, I don't think that's true, because when I said it was too long and I tried to do it short one, it was still over a minute. Anyway, I thought I'd give you like a life update. Not that I really have anything. My head's been sore. I've had a lot of migraines lately and my body's been reactive. So I do worry that I'm slowly dying, but I think it should be fine, hopefully. Let me know your thoughts. If you know much about autoimmune responses or diseases, then I don't know, maybe freak me out. Diagnose me. Diagnose me. Anyway, today's episode's really, really fun. I have had the last couple of episodes with non-comedians and they were so interesting and beautiful and funny and silly still, but, you know, different vibes. So today we are back to having another brilliant comedian on the podcast. I believe some of you may be familiar with his work, as I know a lot of you are familiar with one Andrew Hamilton. This guy, he sits near him on their podcast. He's also just released his new special, Selfies at the 9/11 Museum, out now on YouTube. So go check that out, please. It's really good. He's a very good writer. He's very funny, very lovely. I've been really enjoying getting to know him better because I've been working for him on ads recently, selling something that I can't actually name this early on a YouTube video. So you'll find out more about that later throughout the episode. But we do joke around a lot. We also speak about having friendships with people with different political views, which I think is a very fascinating topic, nuanced and complicated, but I thought it was very interesting and also funny, silly, la. I admit a podcast exclusive on today's episode as well. And just overall, we have a really good time with some very silly sleepover games as per usual. So please go and enjoy today's episode with the lovely Tom Witcombe.
Did we just become best friends? Yep. Did we just become best friends? Did we just become best friends?
Do you start, or do we just kind of...
Yeah, I do an intro on my own, so we can start wherever.
Cool.
But I think gay is a great place to
Oh, yeah?
I'll have to bleep it for YouTube, but that's fine.
They're not on board with the gay or in general?
No, specifically gay.
Really?
No.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No,
Maybe.
nor would I, actually. It wouldn't surprise me at all. It's frightening. But no, you can't say or swear words or anything. I've made this really hard for myself by saying the words, but...
Yeah, by introducing all the words you can't say.
Yeah.
Why, and they'll just cut off your money? Is that the thing?
Yeah, they'll demonetize,
right.
but it's only within the first, 3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we can talk about gay porn in 4 minutes.
Yes.
Great.
Yes, don't you stress. We'll get straight back to it.
I have some hot takes.
I know you do. For or against?
Oh, both.
Wow.
It's important to be nuanced, is what I've realised.
That's so true.
You need perspectives on both sides of the aisle.
It's reflective of the fluidity of sexuality.
Yeah,
truly.
exactly. Or not, depending on how you feel.
Actually, genuinely a decent place to start, because I am curious. I'm curious. Would you consider yourself sometimes an edgy, dark comedian?
The word edgy now, I hate it so much.
I know.
But I don't know how else would you describe it. I don't know how. I don't think edgy comedians have done the work of rebranding yet to be cool again. Because edgy is so lame as an adjective for anything.
Yeah, truly. And it even extends to dark, which sucks, because when people ask me for a bio or to explain my style of comedy, I'm like, well, it's dark because I'm joking about horrific things, but it's just my trauma.
I think dark is still cool. Actually,
You think?
your boyfriend, Jacob Lingard, I think it must have been around a design question, and I described myself as dark. And he was like, I don't really see you as dark. And I'm like, dude, that's all I have. It's the only adjective I'm happy with. Because I think dark, Bret Easton Ellis is dark and the Nelk Boys are edgy. Do you know?
Yes.
So I don't know. I think dark...
There is a difference.
I think dark is still cool. I think dark is still acceptable.
Okay.
You don't think so?
No, I mean... I think it's just too close. It's touching edgy, you know? And so I don't want to say it because I'm like, oh, God. It's also so embarrassing to say about yourself. That's just bios,
sure.
But...
I was thinking about this recently of when I first had to try to sell tickets for comedy.
Yeah.
Where you have nothing. You have no credits. You have no clips. Also, this is kind of pre TikTok, so people aren't filming themselves much, and I had to build a Facebook ad for myself. And I was like, Australia's answer to Anthony Jeselnik. And like, you're typing, you're like, oh, I hate this guy. I'm still baffled anyone goes to see comedians that aren't famous.
Yeah. I'm grateful for them.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
So grateful, but yeah, what are you doing with your life?
Why would you do this? Why would you do this to yourself?
I
Ridiculous.
get it. I mean, it's fun. It's a fun thing to go to, and it's cheaper.
It is cheaper, and I guess there is kudos if you can be the person who saw them before anyone else did, for sure.
Exactly.
And if you're a big comedy nerd, you might be like, well, I saw them when there was 8 people there.
100%.
And then other times you're like, I can understand why there were 8 people there. There may have been too many.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a real gamble. Truly. Some of these open mics I just like refuse to MC anymore because I'm like, I'm lying to the audience.
Open mics, even,
like,
you're going to love this next guy.
No, you're not. You're not. You're going to want to leave.
To think about some of those open mics where there are 35 acts or whatever, and you look at the crowd and you think, why are you here?
It's horrible.
How bad is home?
Well, I mean, yeah, and also like, how bad are you at saying no that you haven't just left?
Oh yeah.
Like, it's the most pushovery of people that stay for the 3.5 hours.
Yeah, you can't do a break. They're just going to scramble for sure.
Oh God, what a horrible thing! And I think so many people in Sydney think that something like that is going to be like the Comedy Store in LA, where it's like, we just have the show rolling on all night long. People come in, people go out, and it's like, it's not that.
I still remember pre-doing comedy when you'd see things like special international guest, and you're like, who could it be?
It's Mike Goldstein.
Kyle Legacy. You're like,
God.
who?
Yeah, it's awful. Well, look, I think that you are still considered dark.
Unfortunately, yeah, I think so.
And somewhat edgy.
Until we can find a better adjective.
Yeah.
I'd love someone to.
We should get a thesaurus up. I'll find something.
That's all it takes. That's the only thing no one's done. Synonyms on Microsoft Word.
No, you're right. A lot of comedians are looking that up. Even just in the time I've known you, you've developed a lot, and it's a lot more nuanced than just to put simply as edgy. But I am wondering how it was for you starting comedy and kind of being the guy that is like, I want to say what you can't say.
I don't think it was ever really a problem. I think dark and edgy are both crutches a lot of the time. I think you get a reaction just by saying something fucked a lot of the time. And so I think that actually works out in a way. It actually makes life a little bit easier as opposed to trying to find something super relatable and down to earth. I think that's actually a harder job to do a lot of the time.
What about with other comedians though? Because that's what I'm wondering. It's like, I can see it with all different kinds of styles. If you're a woman and you say stuff that's sexual, then maybe people in the scene think a certain thing about you, you know? Or if you are hacky, if you're doing dad jokes, puns, all of this sort of shit, then people do like get an idea about you before even knowing you. Being edgy, I feel like there would be something like that as well. Yeah,
I think early on, I think a lot of my jokes were more gendered in the first few years, for sure. And I think that was probably a combination of being younger and having less of a sort of... just less awareness of that. I was single at the time as well.
Okay.
I hadn't spent, I think, being
never met
married.
a woman.
Never met a woman. Seen them online. Big fan.
Big fan.
And the ones online, they're so different.
Oh yeah.
I like them. But yeah, I don't know. I think I went a lot of the comedy that I really liked. I loved Jim Jeffries, and especially early Jim Jeffries. And you think about some of the stuff he was saying. It's crazy. He is this left-wing poster child now in a lot of ways, because the stuff that he was doing early days was pretty full on.
Yeah.
And I do genuinely think my intent of it was, wouldn't this be a crazy thing to say, as opposed to I really think this. But I think when you're early on, it's not always clear. No,
it's hard to differentiate that, but it's similar to someone like Luke Heggie, who I always bring up as my perfect example of this. And he's well aware of this. There's a good third of his audience that are in there for the wrong reason. It's a real worry. And I think, so one of my, what show was it? Not the last, like maybe 3 years ago, I remember I did a show and I opened it, and my first bit was about how the premise was, it's hard. White guilt is a difficult thing to live with. I have to live with the fact that if Hitler had won the Second World War, my life might be better. And anyway, so you can imagine where that goes. And then after the show, another comic friend of mine, Anthony Lacascio, was at a urinal next to a guy who'd been in the show, and they got talking about it. And he turns to the guy and he goes, "What did you think of the show?" And the guy goes, "Yeah, it was pretty good. I think he could have gone harder on the Jews."
And I said to Anthony, I was like, was he joking? And Anthony's like, I have no idea.
Jesus Christ.
And it's just in that moment, I'm like, that guy is either my perfect audience member or the worst guy to be there.
Yeah.
Because if he's being ironic, it's like, yeah, that's exactly the thing. But if he's being literal, then you're like, oh no, you've got the wrong idea here. So yeah, I don't know. I also think, I find this at my day job as well. I'm kind of the last person to know about gossip. I don't really stick around for the hang.
Yeah.
So I felt like I didn't really know what people thought about me for quite a while. And then you would pick up things or you'd hear kind of rumors about stuff like, oh, that person said a thing. I didn't know there was a problem.
Yeah.
So I don't think I really knew how it's perceived.
Interesting. That's interesting. Well, at least now I'm pretty sure you're perceived quite well.
That's nice. I hope so.
I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think not being around for the hang, never having met a woman.
Yes.
People could have gotten ideas.
Yeah, but I know a couple now.
You do?
And my mum's a woman.
Your mum is a woman.
Yeah.
Your wife is a woman?
My wife is a woman.
Dog's a boy.
Dog's a boy. We insisted.
Well, you see what the dog decides.
The dog got neutered at 8 weeks.
Okay.
So it's basically, we basically get told it's basically asexual.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about prepubescent children and post-menopausal / old people.
Postmenopausal people are asexual? Agendered?
Agendered. I think that everyone's a lump until puberty and then they all turn back to lump formation when they're old.
Interesting.
Like, think about it. The oldest woman looks pretty manly. The oldest man looks pretty womanly. The younger kids, babies, they all look the same.
I think this a lot in the kind of in the sort of post when transgender became the conversation that everyone was having and became like a really mainstream sort of issue that people were aware of. If you look at anybody long enough and like convince yourself they were born the opposite sex, you could believe it.
Absolutely.
100%. It's like
so fun.
It's all kind of like video game character, build your avatar thing, just put that hair on and this outfit.
Yep.
Everyone is, I think you could convince yourself.
Yeah.
It's that duck rabbit cartoon thing.
Absolutely. It's not something that I'm often accused of, but it's happened once before and it's so fun to lean into. I'm like, yeah.
And in what context?
Well, it happens a lot with, just women putting themselves online, but comedians as well. I guess just women online mostly, where a guy who doesn't like the woman, or women in general, will say like he, or just like call them a he, or be like, you know that she was a dude or something like that.
Do you think that's trolling or do you think that's...
Yeah.
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 But they don't actually think that. They're trying to...
I don't know whether or not. I think that's a deeper question about trolling.
Sure.
I think it's confusing sometimes whether they actually think it. I think they are just trying to be hurtful. But I'm like, that's fun. I like the idea. I wish I had a dick, but I mean, I would be in jail if I did.
Why? What have you done? What did you do with it?
I would do. I haven't done it because I don't have one.
Oh, right. You think that's all it takes for you to be in prison? Is just the correct genitals?
Correct.
Yeah. For prison.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, it's just because they're really funny. If I had a dick and balls, I'd use it as a punchline for like everything, you know?
What, just whip it out?
Yeah, be like, hey guys.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, you know, the best show at Melbourne International Comedy Festival this year was just all dick and balls.
Wow.
Did you see it? Did you see Gary Starr?
No.
It's they're doing a run. He's doing a run at Grand Electric.
Yeah, okay.
September, October. It's so funny. But he does the whole thing nude.
Clown guy?
Clown guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember everyone going. I was there and I should have gone.
It's fantastic. Yeah, so he's doing a whole month of it. It's really funny. Really, really good.
I'll go.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
But there is just the first 5 minutes is like, he's really naked. That's really his cock right now.
Okay, see, I am like a not frequenter, but have been to multiple nude events, nude festivals, and that sort of stuff. Fuck you.
Yeah. No way, you?
I'm really comfy with it, and it's crazy how at least I very quickly adjust. Did you find that with the show?
To seeing him?
Yeah.
Well, I think so much of that show, I don't know, it's weird because I've heard him talk about it and his perspective of it is you forget that I'm naked so quickly. I'm like, no, I was thinking it the whole time. And I thought a lot of the jokes in the show were actually kind of hamming up the sort of the interaction with a naked man and how that changes things that are otherwise quite innocent.
Yes, okay.
So I thought it was quite, it was at the front of my mind the whole time. But I'm also deeply uncomfortable with nudity, for sure.
Interesting. Guessing you didn't grow up in one of those like nudie houses.
Nope.
Haven't seen your mum's titties?
No. My dad would get very angry at me if we had guests over and I had bare feet. I had to put shoes on. It was
Whoa,
rude.
in
Yeah.
your own house.
Yeah. For a barbecue on the balcony, I had to put shoes on.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's just like, yeah, it's
Most
all
comedians
in
are
there.
traumatized.
Yeah, mine's pretty. It's like every time I've tried to write my fucking dad show, it's like he was not as nice to me as I'd have liked. And then you see a real my dad was a cunt show, and you're like, all right, I didn't have it that bad, really. It's pretty good.
No, I feel that just dating Jacob. I'm like, I have had an interesting upbringing. I've got 6 parents. You know, it's a lot of divorce for a little baby kid.
6 parents?
Yeah.
But 3. How does that work?
3 on each side. Mum,
So
dad, ex-stepmom, ex-stepdad, current stepmom, current stepdad.
Wow.
Yeah.
And have they traded up over the years?
Oh my God,
Are
I'm
you
not
in
going to
the
say
best
that. They
place?
listen. They listen.
Yeah.
I mean, like, everyone's happy. Look,
That's good.
Yeah.
That's great.
I love them all.
Okay.
Deeply.
Every one of them?
Every
all
one
6?
of them. All 6,
I don't
yeah.
know, I love 6 people.
Wow.
3.5.
That's sad. Who's the half?
They know.
Well, because I did see you've got a joke in your special. I believe it's in your special. Maybe it's not. But about saying that you're the least conservative member of your conservative family.
100%. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that in the special?
Yeah.
What's the special called?
It's called Selfies at the 9/11 Museum.
Go watch it.
Streaming now on YouTube.
It's right there. If you're watching YouTube on this, pause this.
click away right now.
Go, yeah. Fuck it. Whatever. You've already been here. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, for sure. I think the comedy community has made me more progressive. I think
course.
maybe just aging. I think also, there's just there's a youth thing for sure. Like I am my sister's younger than I am, but I would say I think she's more conservative than me. But yeah, I think so. It's just weird. I was at a breakfast recently with my family and my mum's brother, country folk, and they're pretty conservative and in ways that make total sense.
Yeah.
But, it's crazy how quickly you get into the whole welcome to country thing, the whole transgender thing. And it's just like, I don't even really have, and that's the point of the joke, I don't really have that progressive an ideal as much. Like, I just don't really care.
Yes.
I think it's fine.
Yes, interesting. Which I think is a great place to be.
I think so.
I think both sides of the political spectrum, or all sides, if you want to look at it like it, whatever. It's a square.
Sure.
Go up and down,
Yeah.
side to side, whatever. All sides should really adopt that mentality, in my opinion, because it's a bit like, well, I mean, the amount of people that I do the same thing when I see friends and family, not necessarily my own family, but people out in the country usually, who are having a chat, and just so quickly they bring up someone being trans or something being renamed or welcome to country, and I'm like, when have you met a trans person? When are you at an event with a welcome to country?
Yeah.
Like, where have you even been to that bridge that got renamed? Why do you care?
My uncle got very not upset, but he brought up the example of some bloke who refused to do a welcome to country at the start of the 3rd meeting of the day and then got fired.
Whoa.
And I'm like, I get why this would be frustrating to you. You work on a farm. Yeah. You're fine.
Yeah.
Everything's okay. No one's
Yeah.
asking. The Corn aren't asking you to do a welcome to country. It's okay. But it is, yeah. It's just but I don't know. I can see how people get carried away with stuff.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah.
Look, it's an interesting time to have any belief ever of anything.
Yeah. God, wouldn't recommend it. Beliefs. Too
No,
hard.
no.
not right
Too
now.
much thinking.
God, yeah. I actually think thinking is the biggest problem.
Yeah.
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 Less of that.
Look, I think a lot of people are doing less. So
That's
don't
good.
you stress.
That's great. I'm
Don't
glad
you
to
stress
hear.
at all.
Yeah.
Do you have many friends that have like very different political views to you? Especially if you are still somewhat conservative or somewhat conservative and being in comedy. I'm sure that you're surrounded by people who are more progressive.
I think, yeah, for sure. I think I'm trying to think. I think my closest friends. I think when I'm around my school friends now, I feel a lot more like, oh, okay, yeah, that was where I was a bit more. And then when I'm around my comedy friends, I'm like, I'm not there yet. It's probably somewhere in between.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think that's really good, personally.
I think so. I really like the fact that comedy has exposed me to so many people I just never would have come into contact with otherwise in every way. Like not just in the sort of like, I certainly know more non-binary people than I would have known otherwise.
Totally.
And gay people and trans people. And even then, not heaps, but
Yeah.
more than I would have.
Totally.
But then also just things like friends who were Jehovah's Witnesses, friends who were first-generation migrants, friends who went to prison. Like, all of that stuff is just like, I never would have come into contact with you otherwise.
No, it's so cool. I love it a lot. And people with disabilities. Like there's just it is a really cool way to get more people in your life from all scopes. It's really fun too, I find, when I am having like debates or arguments with people, to be able to say, well, yes, I actually know one of everyone.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, it does help. It helps for sure. Yeah, I think like so many people, you just don't get community from so many places now. And where people get it now is online, and that's the worst place for it, because the places where those communities form, they don't give a shit whether you feel part of something or not. They'd actually probably prefer you to be quite angry all the time.
Yeah, except for this one, just FYI. This
is the same. So I actually
community
do think
is perfect and beautiful.
I think YouTube is the best one.
Yeah?
Do you think so?
It's pretty good.
I think it's one of the best ones.
Yeah, gonna have to agree.
I think it's you get the least like this is fucked comments. The comment of like I hate this. People don't do that on YouTube as much.
That's probably also just because a lot of the content that's on there is more long form, and so you have more context. You've got more knowledge of the people that you're watching, right?
Yeah, and I think it doesn't really work as well if they're trying to keep you there. It's probably harder to keep someone in a space with rage.
Yeah.
Where you can probably keep someone on a TikTok for 30 seconds because you hate it so much.
Yes.
And then let everyone know how much you hate it.
Yes.
Whereas YouTube, when they're kind of geared to, no, we want you to be here for 20, 30, 40 minutes, an hour, you can't, there's diminishing returns on that.
Absolutely.
So they're probably pushing you towards good stuff.
So true.
But I think, I don't know. I bring up Abbie Chatfield a lot to my wife, and she's like, "You're obsessed with Abbie Chatfield," and I'm like, "It's because Instagram knows it makes me mad, and it keeps showing me, and then I get mad about it, and I watch it because I want to hear why men's health isn't important again, Abbie, and then they're like, well, we'll show you more of this then."
You're definitely not going to want to, but if you listen to her podcast, she's very, very up for men's health being important.
Was she on here?
No, she hasn't been on here.
Oh, okay.
So I am mad at her, actually.
Again,
no.
One TikTok, one Instagram or whatever, and it was about how, like, why is the male loneliness epidemic my problem as a woman? I was like, oh, you know I hate this.
Yeah, look,
She'd be great on this. Have you asked her to be on this?
Yes.
Oh.
She said she wanted to do it.
Great.
She's been busy. I had her boyfriend on.
Oh, really? Oh, I saw that. I did see that. Yeah.
Look, it'll happen.
What's he like?
Lovely. I met him before.
So charismatic.
Yeah, crazy smooth. I'd had like an interview when I worked at a music magazine with him before.
The Beat? Was that where you worked?
No, a little one called Happy Mag.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was just delightful then. So yeah, wonderful guest. But
I can dance. I wish I could dance so badly.
Me too.
You can't dance?
I try sometimes, a little, but I'm working on it. I'm getting classes.
Dance. I'd assume you would. Did you do dance class when you were little?
I did a bit then. I think as a dancer, I'm really like I'm the best at like mask hip hop.
Mask hip hop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
you can Dougie?
Or slutty dancing.
Sure. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I really trained in.
Yeah, great. I did 4 years of
slut dropping at the Blue Light Disco at 12 years old.
Yeah. Where are the schools for slut dancing? If ballet's in Milan, where are you doing that?
Wynnum in Brisbane.
Okay.
Yeah, you've never heard of it, but it's huge.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. No, he's a great dancer. So is she, but she'd be a great guest. She would be fantastic. I obviously don't agree with everything she says or everything most people say, but I do think she's great. And it is a very funny thing because it's like with the socials content, most people that I actually enjoy their full long form stuff of have shit that is chopped up, I would guess somewhat intentionally, to be enraging, because it gets better engagement. And I kind of have respect for that as someone who creates content. Like, I mean, fuck, Hamo and Alex's little videos, motivational parodies, right? It's intentionally difficult to decipher at times because they know it gets people pissed off.
Yep.
And it's clever. I do think it's somewhat dangerous and maybe irresponsible.
It's crazy how thin the veil of irony is now, and how hard it is for some people to look through it.
There's just a lack of discernment.
It's a commentary on both things, right? It's a commentary on like what satire has become, which is the closer to real the better, but then also how satirical real life is now, where there probably are. It's the Andrew Tate thing, right? Which is some people look and go, well, it's clearly a joke. And you're like, yeah, but you're not 13.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you could apply that to Abbie's as well, though, because I've seen her doing why should I care about the male loneliness? And it's like, I do believe she's doing a bit that's like, well, guys say, why should I care about feminism, right? It's like when when a woman's recently gotten in trouble for assaulting a man, and all the girls in the comments are like, well, what was he wearing? Like, very clearly,
I like that.
very funny. It was my first thought, and I'm like, I'm just gonna have a peek. I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm just gonna, yeah, good.
There we go. We're
good.
on the same
They've covered
page.
it. Yeah.
Good stuff.
But so many people still not being able to discern that that's clearly a joke. So I would say maybe give a little grace,
Give Abbie Chatfield a second chance.
so that she doesn't enrage you.
Yeah,
you know?
sure. God, it's like I have so much, if I have the clarity to think about it, I have so much less rage at the people than I do the platforms.
Yes, me
Because
too.
they are built to do that. You could,
Yeah.
if Instagram was, if Meta was comfortable making half as much money, which is still billions, the world could be a way better place.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
It's pretty upsetting as someone who probably entirely relies on having an Instagram for my
insane.
job. I still would gladly press the destroy it tomorrow button.
I think everyone would. You used to read all
Yeah.
this stuff. Like, do you know who Jonathan Haidt is?
No.
He's an author. He wrote this book. The thing I think the last book was called The Anxious Generation. It's about how social media and phones is basically just killing young people's brains.
Yep.
And he says that basically when you ask people, would you rather live without Instagram or TikTok? They say no. And then you ask them, what if everyone else did? And everyone
That's it.
says yes.
That's it.
If everybody agreed, like we had a
That's the
mutual,
rule.
an armistice, like everyone would do it.
Yeah.
It's brutal. It's so brutal.
Jacob's gotten off all socials 6 months ago, maybe.
Yeah.
He's so much happier.
Does he? Because he freelances, right?
No, he works full
Oh,
time.
he works full time. That's right. Because he used to have his own design business,
He
right?
did,
Which
he
I
did.
would imagine would make that similar to what you're saying. It'd be hard not to, when you rely on it for business, as
Yeah.
so many people do.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's still hard now that he's getting back into stand-up, just for simply booking. But also I think he's going to have to make the decision to have one and kind of treat it the way I've been treating mine for the last little while, where it's just like I post, I chuck it. I'll check it like once a night, once a morning, I chuck it. And it's way better. But he does, I don't know, this is the other thing with him though, even with stand-up. He doesn't want to be famous as a comic. He'd like to work full-time as a comic, so maybe club comic or writing. But yeah, so he it's like, I don't know, maybe he'll never go back on. He's loving it.
That's cool. I mean, because if you can be the person who doesn't need it, that's the dream, right? Which is where people seek you out. You look at like, say a James Acaster or someone who
Yeah.
might be one of the biggest comedians in the UK, has no social media.
Yep.
But he's such a specific case. It's so not just hard, but unlikely to be that person. There's so few of them.
Especially now.
Especially now.
Yeah.
But it's the dream. The dream is just you make things good enough that people come regardless.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Oh, well, anyway. Good. Let's burn it down. I do think that it is really cool to have friends with different political opinions, and I don't think that a lot of people agree with that at the moment.
Yeah, I think as well, again, to the point about community and how much physical contact we have with one another, you only end up seeing their views represented in a digital form. And those people aren't their real selves in those places.
So true.
The way they engage in discourse and the way they frame what they believe is not how you would say it if you were sitting down with people.
Yeah.
And also, you're kind of predisposed by these platforms to see the people you disagree with the most or agree with the most, the extremes in every sense. And I think, yeah, just like these random collisions. You know, I mean, I think about any of the pronoun stuff and my sort of like philosophical view of like, what do you think is true or what do you like feel about this thing is different to my actions.
Yes.
Because I know people who are non-binary and the last thing I would want to do is hurt their feelings regardless of what I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you don't know those people, you never have that kind of tension and the collision of, oh, what's my philosophical belief when I write it down on pen and paper versus what's the impact that has on a person that you like.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually a really good, healthy thing to be confronted with.
For sure.
Go, oh, okay, maybe it's not that simple.
It's the same as you're not the same person in the car as you are on the street.
Yeah.
Like, I will gladly yell slurs at somebody from behind my windscreen. But if you bumped into somebody on the sidewalk, you would be like, oh, you would apologize. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I've never seen you bump into anyone on the sidewalk.
Well, we'll do it later. We'll go walk around. We'll aim for 5:30 when people get off work.
So funny. I got to tell you, I'm not saying slurs in the car, but I am like unreasonably mad if they don't give me a little wave.
Oh, no one's waving anymore. Have you noticed this? The wave's
Sydney.
gone. I think it's a Sydney thing. So frustrating.
I notice it because I go back to Brisbane and I go, hello.
And they wave?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
It costs nothing.
It's everything.
And especially in those moments where you're like, I've made a decision to
Yes.
make your life easier.
Yes.
You know I did this for you.
Yeah, I'll be pissed. I'll be mad. I'll be like, oh, you little shit. And then okay,
That's all I need.
love you.
That's all
We're
I
best
need.
friends.
You can totally fuck up. You can be driving on a one-way street the wrong way. And if you apologize to me, I will be like, well, you're a good bloke. Good for you.
Yeah. You could hit me. You
Yeah.
could hit my car. 100%.
I'm so sorry. Don't worry about it.
I wish
Just
I
think-
was the person who hit my own car, you know, the way that I am when I
Yeah.
have hit someone's car, like, you know, a decade ago. I'm a really good driver. But I'm always like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Take
It's
my
been a hard
kidney.
day. Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
If only everyone was like us.
I know.
It'd be so much easier.
Perfect. It's been really fun. I have been doing some ads for you.
Mm-hmm.
I will explain more, but you are, I guess, for context, in the business of getting guys hard,
That's true.
Yes.
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 In one very specific way.
jacking off at them.
Jacking off at them.
Yep. Yep.
That's such a violent
I don't know how
imagery.
it came out that way.
Yeah, okay.
Jacking them off makes more sense. But
very directive.
no, you work for Pilot, and we've been getting to do ads together, and it's been really fun.
It's really fun.
We actually get to hang out and chat.
Yeah.
And it's been really nice. But it's an interesting business. Getting guys hard and also hot because of, you know,
Getting guys hot?
weight loss.
Oh, making them hotter. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Not heating
Getting
them
guys
up.
hot and hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's your business.
And growing back their hair.
And growing back their hair,
We
hot.
do all these things. Yep.
Hot and hard.
Hot and hard. Maybe that's the line. Maybe that's the tagline from now on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know whether dudes want to admit. I don't know whether the average Australian man wants to admit that he'd like to be hot.
Really?
I think they want to pretend that everything's fine. It's the biggest thing.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with things like, Pilot, part of a big weight loss company.
Mm-hmm.
And for women, the thing that you need to convince them is that medical weight loss, like you I don't know if I'm allowed to say this stuff. I think so. But like in the world of like GLP-1s and stuff and Ozempic,
Yeah.
it's like, this is okay. You don't have to
Yes.
feel ashamed about
Yes.
this.
Yes.
This is a trusted scientific thing if you take it safely, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas men, you have to be like, it's okay to want to lose weight.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of men, and especially like older men, are like, I'm a big guy. That's part of who I am. That's fine. There's nothing wrong
Totally.
with that, and I shouldn't want it to be any different.
Which is kind of beautiful, but also it comes out in attractiveness statistics, and I don't know, I look at my older friends, like, you know, a couple decades older who are dating, and I go, why don't you go younger? Because it's generationally, you know, I'm in my bubble, and I go, no, everyone around me, guys, are like happily saying that they want to be hot, but it's a generational thing. These older guys, they look like dog shit. They look like fucking dog shit, and
they're proud of it.
They're
They
proud
love
of it.
looking like dog shit.
and the older women look amazing because they're doing so
Oh
much.
God, being a woman's so hard. Has anyone said that before? Have you ever thought about that?
So I've never thought about it. I told you I'm not thinking.
Yeah, that's good.
I won't have a thought. No, it's cool. I love it. Being a girl's cute, but these guys, they look terrible.
Have you ever seen that thing? There's a chart. I'm trying to write a bit about it at the moment, but about how the most attractive age relative to your age for men and women, and you look at women, and it's just like a diagonal line. It's just like when they're 30, I think there's maybe a little bit of that. When they're 30, it's 28. When they're 50, it's 48. Men,
Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
It's just 21 the entire time.
Yeah, it's crazy.
As long as they're legal everywhere, we're happy. That's all that we need.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's so wild. It's so wild as someone who's bisexual as well, because I'm like, obviously like both, and I see older women and they drive me crazy, like a Gillian Anderson type. I'm
That's
like,
interesting. I was really
they're
hoping
so
you were going to say
hot.
the opposite, where you're like, I would love a 27-year-old guy, but 21 girl.
21
for
is just
sure.
when they're perfect. I'm sorry. They look, it's fucking evolutionary. That's when I can breed them. No, I love older women. I think they're stunning. I don't have like a specific kink for it.
Sure.
Probably because most of the women, like mother figures in my life, are older and gorgeous. So it's like too close to that to go MILF territory.
Okay.
Yeah, but I see, you know, friends getting older, celebrities getting older, and I truly think they look more and more beautiful the same way that men aging well also look better, like the whole fucking aging like fine wine bullshit.
Yeah, right.
I think it's probably less shallow than just appearance, because you can see an air of confidence and knowing yourself and all of that.
Yeah, we don't want that.
No, you don't, because they're
No
harder
confidence.
to trick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I can't have you believing in yourself.
No.
Yeah. You need my validation is what I would really like.
It's ideal. Good to control. I don't even remember what I was going to ask about the dick pills. Let me check. Nothing. I had very little notes on that.
Oh, okay. That's very nice.
Well, I guess you have experience working with comedians for your job.
Yep.
Writing for and directing comedians.
Yes.
How's that?
It's so much fun.
Yeah?
I love it so much. It's great. It's because it's kind of like you get this perfect combination of, I know pretty much everyone in our industry, not everyone, but the vast majority of people need the money, like would love work, and work, especially kind of commercial work for comedians, is so lumpy. It comes and goes. And so I love being able to help people out and give people work. And then also I then get to spend a whole day on set on them and just work with my friends. I did a thing with Pat Doherty earlier this week, which was so much fun, and he was awesome on set. Like, it's that thing of like, oh, I get to work with my friend, that'll be fun. And then I was like, oh no, he's really, really good at this. Good on camera, good on set, good vibe.
Well, that's what I was wondering, if someone is a bit of a nightmare to work with. Then
No, never. Genuinely though, no, it's like, so the people I've worked with so far, yourself, Alex Milinkovic, Sam Bowden, Chris Ryan, Peter Mizell, Nick Capper a lot, Carolyn Swindle, Pat. I really hope I haven't forgotten people, but it's all been a dream. It's so much fun.
That's so good.
And then it's like, and I get the dual benefit. I get to help my friends out, and then also everyone that I work with is like, they're great. And I'm like, I know they're great. That's why I chose them.
Oh, I love that. That's so cool. Yeah, you get like a little bit of a pat on the back. And just like,
it's perfect.
Nice pick.
It's such a win-win, and it's like, it's a weird way. Like the job that I have now, I used to work in big advertising agencies. My last job was in a big advertising agency, working on like Westpac and McDonald's and stuff. That was interesting, but there's just so many layers of approval, and I'm not coming up with the ideas. I'm helping kind of just sort of feed them in and sell them and that sort of thing. Whereas now I'm literally, you know, sometimes the one holding the camera or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's interesting how this job has just the stuff that I've learnt in comedy, whether it's about writing or about making social media stuff or the people I've met, has just been so beneficial to the job.
That's sick.
Which is like, it's so, you know, you kind of hope that your life is, you're building these skills without realizing they're going to pay off one day.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same way that I think in my job, when I get chances to speak publicly, whether that's to my boss and a meeting or to some kind of industry thing.
Yeah.
10 years of stand-up or however long I've done is so helpful in those situations. I didn't intend for that to be the case, but you just sort of spit out that way. It's great.
Oh, I love that so much. That's awesome. Now I do have a question, and I guess it's a little bit of a podcast exclusive maybe. I have an appointment to see a doctor next month to potentially get a breast reduction.
Really?
Yeah, are you guys going to fire me? Am I so good?
Could you imagine? Well, like actually, if you see your contract, we have a very, very strict requirements about this, Chloe.
They'll still be beautiful. They'll still be like normal size big, like a cool, you know?
We'll make them bigger in post. We'll work it out. AI is very advanced right now. I'd be like, if anything, we're going to make them bigger.
Shit.
Are you really? Wow.
That's so funny, yeah.
What's the kind of... How intense of a procedure is that? Like, is that that must be hard on the body, I would imagine.
Yeah, that's the biggest deterrent for me, is that it's a somewhat unnecessary surgery. It's pretty intense, it seems.
This is a podcast. This is the first time you brought this up. This is crazy.
I mean, I've brought it up tentatively, but I haven't really spoken about having a more decisive. Like, I think I'm pretty decided. It's still early, so I could still change my mind, but. Yeah, I haven't been this firm about it. I just once, when Angela White was here, I said, "No, I want to chop off my boobs," and she was like, "No," and I was like, "Okay." But yeah, it seems pretty involved. I think it's like quite a long recovery. But it's not that bad. The thing that was the most scary, or the only things that make me go maybe not, are that it's a surgery and the potential for scarring, because they cut under the boob, up the boob, and around the nipple.
So is it
Terrifying.
kind of, it's a similar entry point to a breast enlargement then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've seen like people's scars. Jacob came to bed last night while I was looking at before and afters of medical nudes, and he was like, "This is not sexy." And I'm like,
Imagine
I
if it was,
think
though.
it is. I mean, these tits looked great. But a lot of the scars do heal really well if you do certain things. So I'm like, that could be better. But yeah, I think chop.
If we stopped working with you because you got a breast reduction surgery, I think that's a big legal payout for you.
Yes.
If you can afford the legal team for it.
Can
Surely.
I represent myself?
Only if I reckon if you're going to represent yourself in court, do it. Oh, then you have to do it before the breast reduction.
Before the breast reduction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And then
I agree.
No, you're stuck.
Yeah, it won't work. I'll find someone else.
I'm going to represent myself.
Angela White.
Angela White. Yeah, if anyone knows about tits, it's Angela White.
Exactly.
Yeah, great. Angela White, who's her? Is she a Brazzers girl? Or is she just an OnlyFans?
No. She was, I think, Brazzers, but she has her own company now.
Yeah, right. Wow.
I should know the name of it, but I don't. Yeah, she's in charge. She's CEO. Boss lady. Yeah.
God, wow.
Pretty fucking cool. She's like really genuinely making a difference in the industry. Yeah.
I'd love to see
Her
the
stuff.
distribution of her stuff. I've never seen it. I've never been. Where do you even go for stuff like that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Freaky.
I just watched it over friends' shoulders at school. But I like the distribution of wealth of these like big public professions. Like I'd love to see it for comedians. Of like if you actually got, all right, here's what every comedian in the world, like what proportion are making this much?
Yeah.
And this much. I imagine porn must be so lopsided.
Yeah. Absolutely. Like, yeah. I think it's the same with most, I almost said
Art
arts.
forms? Well, I don't know.
It is. I think it is.
Yeah.
Well, most performing kind of jobs, or most public-facing jobs, right? Because you've got people, it's like journalism would be like that. Comedy's obviously like that. Music's like that. There's just a bunch of people making like this much. Some kind of closer to here, and then just right over here is
the long tail.
Yeah.
I wonder what, are there people who were making, the way that we talked about, some people have reputations for being hacky comedians. Are there people who are like really highfalutin artsy porn people? There must be.
There's got to be.
Well, yeah.
I've never seen it, so I just don't know.
No. What would it be? Is it in black and white? I guess. Yeah.
It'd be like the amateur or girlfriend, boyfriend in love kind of.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe.
I had a thing in one of the special about, I ended up having to kind of trim it down a bit, but about feminist porn. Like a lot of those channels that like they're marketed, it's like it's by women for women.
Yeah.
Which my joke was that it's pretty much just regular porn except the women are having a nice time.
Yeah.
But it's like that is obviously a bigger thing. It is funny how there's more and more well, on the one hand there's more and more discourse about what male-driven pornography does and what it implies about what sex should be.
Yeah.
And yet that is what it continues to be for the most part.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I was thinking about this the other day when I was like after seeing some of it, and I go, most of the things that I see aren't like the stereotype of, and then her tits are out and then they're fucking. I'm like, I'm not even looking for a specific like let's get some kissing and foreplay. Nothing like that. It just does seem to happen, and that was a strong critique, especially even a decade ago. But yeah, I guess there is a lot of it. I don't know.
I remember a thing that kind of blew my mind when I was in my 20s that I hadn't thought about was the idea that for a woman, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the idea that a blowjob is a more intimate act than sex. Because I had always thought it's the baseball rule, right? First base, second base, third base, home.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, you got around third, obviously. You can't just skip straight to home. But actually, if it's like a one night stand or whatever, I think there are a lot of women who be like, no, I'm quite fine with my mouth being up here, thank you.
Yeah, because it's a visceral kind of experience.
For sure, it's way more intimate.
Would you say the same for cunnilingus? You've never done it.
From what I've heard, from the things I've heard
I refuse.
about it.
It's actually gay.
Yeah, going down on a woman's gay. Yeah, that's a hot take. I like that a lot. For sure.
Thank you. It's Sopranos. It's not mine.
Is it Sopranos?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
It was a
okay.
big thing in like an Italian community.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It does make sense.
Yeah, they got big schlongs apparently.
Which is weird because Cunnilingus is an Italian name.
Yep.
Yeah.
Italian god, I believe.
It's an Italian god? Yeah, it's Zeus's brother.
He's Greek.
He went down on Athena. Zeus is Greek? Damn it. Who were the Roman gods?
I don't know. I mainly know the Greek ones. I think Apollo's Greek too.
Damn it. You're right. Because there's that Greek restaurant called the Apollo. I'm not doing well.
I think Roman gods are like Jesus.
Mars? Roman gods are Jesus? Well, not at the start. It took them a while to get around. I just said Mars. Mars is I think the planets are Roman.
That makes sense. Venus?
Neptune?
Yes.
Neptune versus Poseidon,
God, you're so
right?
right.
Neptune's
Poseidon's
Roman.
Greek.
Poseidon is Greek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, here we go. We did it.
We did it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's right.
Fuck, that's huge. Yeah. What were we even saying? Holy shit. Sorry, my brain is absolutely broken. Good. We should just move on. But I'm definitely going to cut this out. I really thought I had a thing to say.
You might.
I might.
At some point.
Cunnilingus. Gay.
Yes.
Yes. Intimate. For sure. Head. Sucking penises.
You can just do one at a time
No,
sometimes. You don't have to. They don't always have to be multiple. I know the videos you're watching, there are multiple penises there. They don't have to be. You can tell some of them to go home.
Oh God, I've got to close a few group chats.
It's like The Bachelor.
Jacob's
He's got to hand out one rose.
It is more intimate. I think so. I've heard a lot of girls say that.
But I think again, it's like the porn narrative is it's like a bit of kissing if you're lucky, and then it's straight to blowjob, and then it's penetration, and then maybe a cum shot if you get that far.
I think I might unintentionally be watching somewhat feminist porn, but it's not. You would think in the I don't know, the fellas I see, they love to go down.
Yeah, that's true. No, you're right. That is in there.
That's
somewhere.
in there. And a bit of tits.
Yes.
Tits get in there.
Yep.
Before the BJ, we've got the tits, the puss.
That's interesting. You're right. Cunnilingus probably does
Bit of touching.
preempt
I think so.
blowjob, which is very gentlemanly.
Very. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. Not for me, obviously.
No,
Yuck.
of course not.
Yuck.
Not the idea of being gone down on. Ugh.
It's all disgusing. I'm actually waiting.
It is all
never had
disgusting.
sex yet.
Do you like Norm Macdonald?
Truly, yeah.
Here's that line in his thing, which is like, I think it's in the Me Doing Stand Up, where he says, sex, which is obviously a horrific, shameful activity only meant for reproduction. And I was like, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I stand by that.
There's definitely an unironic part of myself that just kind of lights up with like, yeah, that's true. That is true.
It is. It's
Yeah.
disgusting. I did a sex show, a fringe show last week, and it was like, do your jokes about sex and then also tell like a story that's like really funny or horny or traumatic or whatever. And you know, I am a big like sexual liberation, famously very into it, do the things. But it was very funny, especially after the first act. My vibe was clearly like, I mean, it's disgusting. It's gross. And the story that I have is one most traumatic. So like I went, it was okay. It wasn't like rape. It was just I broke a guy's dick twice.
Oh, twice in the same night? Did you put it back together?
No. I broke it once and it healed 3 months later. And the first time we tried again, I broke it again.
Were you in a relationship with this guy?
It was something. He would say yes.
Right.
I would say we were friends.
Is this correct in saying a situationship? Is that what that is?
Yes, that would be an accurate description.
I've never fully understood what that word is, but I think I get it now.
No, you nailed it.
Yeah. That's crazy. Were you being careful the second time? Were you like being delicate?
Yeah.
And it still did it.
Yeah.
How's he doing now?
Look, he seems...
He died. I miss him every day.
He's gone.
He died doing what he loves. Me.
Oh. No, you know this guy. You're going to hate to hear that.
Really? I know the guy? Is he Sydney based?
Yeah. I'll probably put a clip out of the story soon, though. People will be able to put it together. But
Can you tell me who it is?
I'll tell you after.
Okay, cool.
Or I'll bleep it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
In name, but not by nature.
very local humor, but even with that word bleeped out, some of you could get it.
Yep.
Yep.
I was going to say another thing about him, but no. We won't do that. Okay.
No. Let's play some sleepover games.
Cool. Great.
Yep. All right. I actually have to pee so bad, so...
Do you want to do that first?
Kind of.
I can wait for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course, it's your podcast.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much.
You're right.
I've never done this before. I swear. I drank too much water. Okay, sleepover games.
Cool, let's do it.
Did you peek?
No, I didn't. Didn't look.
Good.
You can check the footage.
All right. I'm going to start with Would You Rather.
Okay.
Would you rather be the smartest person in the world
Mm-hmm.
or the stupidest person in the world? Both scenarios, you have your current level of intelligence.
So as in I'm known as being the smartest or known as being the stupidest, but I have my current... Oh, as in
Not
like
just
everyone
known.
else.
If your current level of
Oh.
intelligence, if
Yeah,
you're the
yeah, yeah.
stupidest, everyone else is smarter. If you're the smartest, everyone else is
Oh, that's a
dumber.
really good one. Did you come up with that?
No, I actually got that off the internet.
That's really good.
Thank you. I thought so too.
You have to say stupidest because I don't want there to be no one smarter than I am.
Yeah.
You can't. No, you got to go stupidest.
I think some people's egos would be so big that they wouldn't.
Oh, can you imagine
So
how
that's beautiful.
fucked the world would be if it's all
Exactly.
downhill from me? Jesus. Yeah, because you need people who are like curing cancer and shit.
And you're smart too. So like it's a good stupidest. That's a great level if that's where we're starting.
Yeah, if everyone else is above.
Yeah.
Like, that's great. Yeah, that's good. But could you imagine, what would it be like? Because then I can't imagine just being the dumbest guy. Like, you would be, think about how you treat the dumbest guy you know. Like,
What do you do?
you know how you are. I've seen you around them.
I throw
We do
rocks
comedy
at them,
together.
but only
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they think that it's like fun and they try to catch them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Bless
my
them.
cat, by the way.
The dumbest guy you know.
Yes.
Yeah, and you throw rocks at your cat.
No.
You got to go. It wouldn't be fun, but you got to take one for the team. You got to go dumbest. I think.
It's all right.
Is that what? Do you answer these as well?
I mean, I sometimes do, so
Yeah.
I would have to agree with you. 100%.
Yeah.
Unless I could be the king.
Well, you could be the. Oh, that's. But you've got to like. It's like you would still have people who are almost as smart
Yes,
as you, and
yes,
it's not like you
yes,
just manipulate
exactly.
them, and then they could manipulate even dumber people.
Yeah, so true, because the smartest people currently aren't the top of the world.
No.
Yeah.
I don't believe so.
Fuck, I don't think so
I wonder
either.
who is. I wonder what they're doing. What is the smart? The most frustrating thing is probably a lot of the smartest people in the world work at like hedge funds and shit. Just
Yeah.
doing nothing of value.
I guess it just depends on how you're defining smart. I would want an all-rounded smartness. So they've got the book smart, but they're also emotionally intelligent.
Right.
Like they're wise in every way, you know? And I'd say the people who are genuinely like savant level genius plus genius at everything are probably just playing the piano at home and living peacefully, I would imagine.
No, I don't think so. I think
Wow.
because I think if you're really smart, I don't think there's much peace that comes with being intelligent.
True, but if you're the smartest, then surely you would have worked out ways to
Right.
try get it. Like
Okay.
meditating, being silent,
I wonder.
I think I just picture them trying to remove themselves from society because it would be, that smart, it'd be so fucking frustrating.
Yeah, it would be frustrating.
They're not on Instagram, that's for sure.
Oh, no way. Yeah. No, they're on TikTok. Or what's
It's a great platform.
They're on the Chinese TikTok, learning about.
Red Book?
I think there's a different one that only they have there. You ever heard this about how like they've engineered the Chinese TikTok so that you're more likely to get engineering and science content, and you have to take a break every hour and.
That's so cool.
Hmm.
I love that. That's okay. I should get on.
I think you'd have to be there.
I can do that.
Okay.
Yep.
I think they love you there.
Really?
I think so. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, your hair's good luck.
Really?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Red?
Either.
I like
don't
red.
know. They liked blonde in Southeast Asia. From my experience, really obsessed with my sister.
Being blonde in.
I wasn't blonde. I was brunette, but my sister was redhead and my other sister was blonde, so we got to see.
Oh wow! Yeah,
Spectrum.
that is. Yeah, it's like a joke.
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah, yeah. I was the boring one. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, exactly. You're the setup for the blonde one to be funny. Yeah.
All right, good choice. Ahem. Would you rather lose everything, your job, your wife, your dog, be banned from comedy, or be a woman?
Oh god, it's kind of the same question, isn't it?
You think I mean, wife maybe, sure. I don't know, sexual orientation?
Oh,
but-
no, it's true. If I was a woman, I think my wife would leave me.
Really?
I don't know. I just can't see
Okay.
her being in a relationship with a woman. It's not for her, I don't think.
I think.
And
that's-
likewise, if my wife was a man, I don't think I'd be sticking around.
Okay. It's totally fair.
We could be friends. We'd hang out.
Yeah, that'd be cute.
But being a woman, God, it's a fate worse than death. I don't know. I think like, no. Am I a trans woman or am I magically created to being a cis woman?
You're a cis woman.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that's a very different question.
And it's like, what? And when you say lose everything, like, because I could build myself back up.
Yes, absolutely.
At 100% of my income, not 78%. So there instantly. Would I even be allowed to sell dick pills as a woman? These are the questions.
Well, I mean, I'm doing it.
I don't think I could learn to be a woman at this age. I think it'd be too hard. And
It
I think
would be.
I think it would be that thing, you know, that sort of Freaky Friday thing where you realize from the first person perspective what
Yeah.
it's like to be
Yeah.
Lindsay Lohan or whatever.
And you go, whoa, this is what a vagina looks like.
Yeah, exactly. I like these. Why would Chloe want to make these smaller? I don't get it. What possible reason?
It's sorry, I should have said it does say right here, a woman with giant tits.
Oh,
So,
a woman with giant tits. Yeah. Great.
It makes it easier.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, sweet. All right. Fuck, marry, kill. Mm-hmm. Just one for the fans. Fuck, marry, kill. Hamo, Muggleton, and Milinkovic.
Oh, fuck, that's hard. I gotta start. Okay, I think I couldn't marry Muggleton. Could I marry Ham? I'd maybe. Oh my god, I don't want to marry any of them.
No. Alex is, I think, marryable.
Alex is marryable. I do. Look, to be fair, a lot of Muggleton is hard. However, I think he's a very good.
husband.
No, actually, I think I'm gonna marry Hamo.
Wow.
Because I think we'd have an open marriage and that would be fine.
Awesome.
And he would just he could entertain himself and go off and be by himself a lot, and that would be fine. I think we'd be very forgiving. And then,
That means you gotta fuck one of these boys.
yeah, is that who is it? Do you work from fuck? It's probably kinder to go with who you want to fuck, and then it's like, I guess I have to kill Alex as opposed to I definitely want
It's
to kill.
kinda, but that's funny.
Yeah. I think Alex would be more open. I think Alex being a younger man, I think having sex with Alex would ruin our relationship less. Whereas I think if I had sex with Dan, it might. I don't know if we'd
It'd
ever
get
come back from
weird.
that. It would get real weird. So
So
maybe
true.
I fuck Alex and then kill Dan.
Damn, good call.
Is that what would you do?
I think pretty different. It's tough. It's tough to take a man away from his wife and baby.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I've widowed Mary.
No, you've done it.
No.
You've done it, yeah. And it was easy for you. as
Well, Hamo and I can raise his son. We'll take him on.
And I'd watch that movie.
that's
so that's pretty good.
It's like Mary's like, I'd quite like to keep him if I could. Or no, it wouldn't be right.
It's actually really hard for me because, I'm good friends with Beck, Alex's partner. So it's like he can't be anything. I can't kill him. I can't fuck him. I might have to marry him.
You think Beck would be more okay with you marrying her boyfriend than fucking him?
Yes.
Why?
That's women.
Really?
Sexless relationships happen,
Okay.
It's like your stipulations with Hammer. You're like, we're open.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you didn't say sexless. You
No, of
still,
course not.
You're
No.
still fucking.
Well, yeah, you need a healthy relationship. You need sex in a healthy relationship.
Oh, it's really hard to pick between Muggleton and Hamo for me.
To marry or to kill? No, to have sex with.
To fucking kill. It's really hard because I love them both in different ways. I know Hamo better.
Would it make it easier or harder to fuck him?
Oh, so much harder.
Yeah, okay.
He's terrible. No, he's great. I think he would also be less complicated.
He'd be a better route, for sure.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going with that then.
Yeah.
The
Do you
internet's
think?
gonna love this.
Yeah, Hamo would be a better route than Dan.
You reckon?
Yeah.
But Dan's got that voice.
Is that, you love the Dan voice?
I love
That's
his
a thing
voice.
for you?
It's great.
You should listen to Flog Cabin. It's mostly Dan speaking.
I do think he's a handsome guy. Like, yeah, okay. I'm gonna kill him.
Can you kill Dan?
I'm gonna kill
We
him.
both killed Dan.
Sorry. Oh, that's so sad.
No, it's okay.
Bye. Good choice.
Yeah, I think so. I think we nailed it.
I shouldn't have even answered. It's not my question, It's for you. I didn't have to do that, but wow. This next game is called Bend or Snap.
Yes.
If a friend does this or is this, does your friendship bend or snap? Mm-hmm. Flexible or is it over?
Okay. All right.
Bend or snap if your friend is poor.
I've never been in that situation.
I can imagine you would spit on them.
So a friend has become poor, I guess, is what... that's the only way that would happen.
Oh, right. Well,
A friend has lost it all.
suspend disbelief for a moment and imagine they were always poor.
But then, why were we friends in the first place?
It's a snap then.
Yeah, okay.
It's a snap.
Do I have poor friends? Again, comedy has introduced me to more poor... I don't know, what are we
100%.
counting as poor? Is artist poor, or are we talking homeless poor?
Not homeless poor. I guess artist is poor. I think I made the specification that it's an always was because that is really the vibe that changes people. Like
who've always been
I
poor.
grew up with not money, and I think it's pretty apparent. Jacob's the same. My mum's business started doing well when I was like older teenager though, and my stepdad was doing well, and
Yeah.
everyone's doing well now. So it's like, you know, I think that I'm rich.
That's
but
great.
Really bad at money because grew up
That's-
badly.
I think that's the dream. Because then it's like any money is exciting.
Totally.
Whereas I'm like, what do you mean no money?
Yes.
No one has no money.
And I can survive off very little.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a rat.
All of my friends have money. My parents have money. Everyone has money. Right?
Yeah, but it's a different vibe because I can also tell when someone's got money from the just grew up comfortably, not necessarily even like a crazy amount, but
It is crazy when you go, you realize, you know, private school rich versus private island rich. Like they're different things. You see, because I live
very.
in the eastern suburbs now, and I don't even live in the most affluent part of it, but you go to like a Double Bay or something, like I can't imagine having this much money.
it's crazy.
I think a poor friend would be good for perspective. I could probably use one. Do you know any?
I know a
any
few. I'll
pause?
hook you up.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Good. Wow. Very kind of you. Big of you.
Yeah, and it would mean a lot to them.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. It'd be probably
for them.
highlight of the life.
Yeah, I'd
Maybe.
say so. They're short lives.
Well, dental health's really important. You know,
Yes.
it's a killer. Bend or snap if your friend loves to correct you.
Snap.
Damn, quick. Love it.
I think so. I think
Yeah.
it really upsets. Have you seen Gary Goldman has that really good bit about quinoa? Have you ever seen? Do you know Gary Goldman?
No.
Have you seen any of his stuff?
No.
So, but he has this thing about like quinoa. How if he's around someone who he thinks is like folksy and simple, he'll call it quinoa to make them feel safe.
Yeah.
But then if God forbid they ever correct you, and I don't like being corrected. I think my wife and I both get frustrated. We do that to each other and it frustrates. Like not a lot, but
Yeah.
when it happens,
Yeah.
I think it would. And it's like it's not a good thing, but it would kill me.
Yeah. Sweet. Hey, look, it's good to know yourself. Last one, bend or snap. The person who says, you can't say that.
Can't say that. And in what way? Because there's like you can't say that, or is it like you can't?
You can't say that.
You can't say that.
It's that.
I think it's probably a snap.
Yeah.
But I don't think I say that many things that are like you can't say that.
But when you're with friends,
But that's if you're doing it to make people laugh. If that's the intention, and you're doing it when none of them are around, you know, the reason you can't say that.
Yep.
Sub in them for whatever minority group you're thinking about, whoever you want to be talking, whatever slur you want to use, sub them in.
Broken the mic on that one.
No, I think like that would infuriate me as well. I
Yeah,
think.
because it's not just if you're trying to make have a laugh, but maybe even in a point of frustration. Maybe use a word that you wouldn't normally use. When
I
they're
guess,
around.
but there would be things where people would call. I remember once very, very clearly, in a different time in a weird way, like late 2010s. I worked in an office that had quite a big, just culturally there was a bigger gay contingent than I was kind of used to in previous, school and university and workplaces and stuff. And so it was mostly because, the head of HR was this gay guy, and then he had, friends that he worked with and stuff. And
it's because the head of HR wanted to fuck everyone. So we could
Sorry,
employ
that's
hot
not
gay
great.
guys. Yeah.
reading between the lines. And I remember we were talking about something. I can't remember what it was. Like a conversation that was happening in the office. It was like a 12-person company.
Okay.
Where you could kind of talk from one end of the office to the other, and everyone would hear. And someone said something about a disappointing. I don't know. A client was unhappy about something, and I said, "Oh, that's gay." And then my boss just went. The HR guy was like, "Hey." And that was all I needed to hear. Be like, yeah, sorry, my bad. That was wrong. It was not, yes. And so I think sometimes that you can't say that when they're right. you go,
Totally.
yeah, sorry, you need to be
Totally.
called up on that. But I guess it's all intention stuff, right? Where it's like,
Yeah.
you know what I was doing.
Intention, and also like I think the thing with friendship, similar to partners, probably more so for partners, but is having a little generosity in your assumptions.
Yes,
right?
I like that.
So like, yes, I think for me, I will really would not ever in public or even really, except for close friends, want to criticize someone's appearance. For
Right.
example,
Yep.
it's just fully against my morals. It makes me a big hypocrite if I do that. But sometimes when someone sucks, you also want to criticize their appearance. So at home, with the safety of Jacob, I might say, and good God, have they gotten fucking fat.
And that's fine.
Well, it's horrible.
When you're a good
It's
person.
It's horrible. I feel horrible always, but I say, and he goes, I know. You're safe? It's okay. Because that's a good relationship of any kind, platonic or otherwise, that there's a bit of nuance here. I know you don't actually think that that fat is a bad thing or anything like that,
Isn't it crazy when you're really mad at somebody, you just mentally reach for the thing that's going to hurt. Like you do, you're like, it's like an impulse to say the thing that's going to hurt their feelings the most. Even if it's something that you just blanketly don't approve of anyone saying or thinking. It's a crazy impulse I think everybody has.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I think you need to be like, I think the best thing you can have in a relationship is a total lack of fear of judgment.
Yes.
I remember that's the thing I love about my marriage and being in a relationship the most is the things that I used to do by myself around the house where I thought, God, if anyone saw this, I'd be so embarrassed.
Yeah.
I do all the time around my wife.
Farting.
No, that's fine. Singing and dancing, way more embarrassing.
Oh, that's so cute. That's really beautiful. All right, we got one last game. We got to wrap up. I
Cool.
think you got to go back to work, don't you?
I do have to go back to
Shit. All right. Truth or dare?
I listened to an episode on the way. I'm a pussy. I'm going truth. Wow. And do you reveal what the dare would have been?
I can if you want.
I would like to know.
No.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm glad you chose truth because the dare was really not fully thought out. If I record before like 3, I'm like, well, I mean, I've just woken up.
This is a lot of preparation. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I work hard. No, I can tell you whatever. But the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the most embarrassing person you follow on Instagram?
Oh, who's the most embarrassing person?
It's hard to say because you may not consider it embarrassing. I tried to have a look, honestly.
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't find
interesting.
anyone yet because we have so many people in common that it's just like,
Yeah.
friends. I mean, some of them are pretty embarrassing.
Who would I follow? And what's your, as in like, I just wouldn't want people to know about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Something motivational, perhaps.
Oh, I probably follow. But again, am I embarrassed? But I'd be embarrassed about. I probably follow Alex Hormozy, who is kind of one of the guys that Alex and Hamo.
Right. Manosphere
Like
kind of
make the thing about. I was trying to think about whether I follow any right wing commentators.
That's what I was also probably
I don't
angling at.
think- Yeah. No. Well, I just started following Charlie Kirk, but I don't. I'm late to the party. Like
I ditched all my Charlie Kirk questions here because I thought, I won't even bother.
It's so
but
hard because even we were talking before about like online discourse, and it feels like this weird kind of ghost that was just in the conversation the whole time, which is just, I don't know about you, it's my entire fucking algorithm right now. I hate it.
100%.
But no, I don't think. Do I follow like a Ben Shapiro or anything? I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it probably Hormozy's pretty embarrassing. Okay. I'm a sucker for hustle culture for sure. Or maybe Gary V.
Gary V.
Yeah.
Okay, I've heard of that one.
Gary V. Similar thing.
That's pretty great.
It's all hustle culture stuff.
Sick.
It's so because it's like inherent in it is the belief of like if you work hard enough, you will be as successful as you think you deserve to be, and it's just like no, probably not.
Look, it's a nice way. It's like my manifesting. It's really two sides of the same coin. It's delusional
You got a vision
and
board?
optimistic. Oh yeah. I haven't updated it in a while though. It's like old as fuck.
Yeah, how
I'm like I've done all that.
just pictures
Come
of
on.
smaller tits.
Brilliantly done. No, I'm glad you didn't pick dare. I hadn't confirmed. I had other options, but one of the options I initially was playing around with was posting Charlie Kirk's child saying, I'd love to be the father who stepped up or some shit like
Oh,
that. So
God.
that's, probably going to even get cut from this episode.
Because that would be worse because people might think I meant it.
Honestly, the thing that stopped me was the fact that you're married, and I was like, I just don't want to disrespect your relationship like that.
Yeah, she would probably hate that.
Yeah.
She would hate that.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me on.
It's been delightful.
It's been great.
Everyone go watch this special, taking selfies.
Selfies at the 9/11 Museum, streaming on YouTube, and listen to the Flog Cabin podcast with former guests, multiple. Hammer's been on a few times, right?
Twice, yeah.
Hammer and Dan Muggleton and myself, Flog Cabin. Give it a listen.
So good.
Yeah.
So fun. Oh my God, I had questions about that shit. You've got to come back on.
I would love to.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Beautiful. Go watch the special though, guys. You're a very good writer. It's very funny.
Thank you.
Very, very fun.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys for listening. I love you all so much.
Bye.
Bye.
We just become best friends.